More two-step equations today, and so we want to get the variables by themselves. Each one is going to take 2 steps because there's 2 things with the variable that we need to get rid of to get that variable by itself. So starting with the first one, we want to solve for a. We're going to show all the work just like we have been, so we'll circle the a, draw our line of equality, and to get that a by itself, what 2 things are we going to have to get rid of? The 7 and the 3. So which one do we want to get rid of first? The 7. Remember, we want to get rid of things in the opposite order that we would do the order of operations. So since we would normally multiply before we would subtract, we're going to get rid of the subtraction first. So we get rid of this minus 7 by adding 7. We add 7 on both sides. And those 7s cancel each other out, leaving what? 3a. Equals, and then 14 plus 7 is 21. Alright, then what? Divide by 3. Do that on both sides. And when those 3's cancel on the left, that leaves a, and then equal sign on the line, and 21 divided by 3 is 7. Alright, next one we want to get that b by itself, so we'll circle that and draw our line of equality. We need to get rid of the 5 and the 8. Which one of those should we get rid of first? The 5. So even though we do multiplication before we do subtraction, that subtraction is in parentheses. So since the b minus 8 is what we would do first, that's grouped together, we need to get rid of the times 5 first by doing what? Divide by 5. So we're going to divide by 5 on both sides. And on the right side, those 5's cancel, leaving what? B minus 8. And then on the left side, negative 20 divided by 5? Negative 4. Good. Alright, then we need to get rid of the minus 8 by adding 8. Alright, 8's cancel on the right side, leaving what? B. And on the left side, negative 4 plus 8. We have a negative and a positive, which means we subtract, right? What do we get? 4. Is that positive or negative? Why is it positive? Because the 8 is bigger and the 8 is positive. Good. Alright, next one. We want to get that c by itself. So we'll circle the c, draw the line of equality. And what do we want to get rid of first, the 3 or the 8? The 8. So if we were doing order of operations, we would do c divided by 3 first, and then we would add. So we're going to get rid of the addition first. So how do we get rid of the plus 8? Okay, we'll subtract 8 on both sides. And so those 8's are going to cancel, leaving what? C divided by 3. Okay. On the right side, we have negative 2 minus 8. So since they're both negative, they're going to add and get negative 10. Good. So when we combine 2 negatives with 8 negatives, we get a total of 10 negatives. Then what? Multiply by 3 on both sides. 3's cancel on the left, leaving C. Negative 10 times 3 is? Negative 30. Okay, last one. Solving for D this time. So we'll circle that, draw our line of equality. And what do we get rid of first this time, the 2 or the 4? The 4. So even though the D minus 2, we usually get rid of subtraction first, that D minus 2 is in the top part of the fraction, so we have to get rid of the fraction. So we're going to do that by multiplying by 4. So multiply by 4 on both sides. On the right side, when the 4's cancel, what do we have left? And on the left side, 4 times negative 1. Okay. Then we need to get rid of the minus 2. Add 2. Alright, so when the 2's cancel, that leaves what? D. And then on the left side, negative 4 plus 2. So we're going to have some canceling, right? What do we have left? Negative 2. Good. So we have more negatives than positives. So we end up with a negative answer because the negative number is bigger.